Sivakami Velliangiri from Chennai. Sivakami Velliangiri is a senior poet born in Madras, brought up in Trivandrum, now living in Chennai. Her first poems were published in Youth Times in 1977 and 78, and her work has been featured in 4 anthologies. She was included in the 1980 edition of Professor Srinivasa Iyengar's History of Indian Writing in English. I remember that one, and enjoyed bringing young ones to poetry while coordinating the British Council Poetry Circle. Her electronic chapbook in the midway was published by the Daily Review. How We Measure Time is her first book of poems. Thank you.
The Big House at Marmalade. The cattle left Pondicherry in 4-wheelers and came to T-Nagar in Marmalade. Straight to their sheds behind the house where partitions were made for cows and buffaloes. They settled down, they wagged off flies. The clay pot soon filled up with kitchen waste. The uncooked, the peels, and rice-washed water, all for the fodder trout. The dung used to make gobar gas reached the kitchen pipes through the PVC pipes. Daughter-in-law number 1 did puja. She took aarti with camphor and incense and worshipped the behind, where the tail started, the dung place. Goddess Lakshmi resides there. She loved to circumambulate, feed it hummingbird tree leaves. The harvest pongal was celebrated for the worshipping of cows, buffaloes and goats. Before the celebration, the courtyard was prepared for the festivities, topography marked with pointers in strategic places. Cow dung was lumped as pillars every dawn at the doorstep and crowned with yellow flowers. The hierarchy of daughters-in-law vied with the daughter of the house to draw the column, a rice flower artwork with dots and loops depicting the Sun Lord's chariot. Cattle with newly painted horns in vibrant colors, wearing huge Hare Krishna beads and mock silver anklets, were made to circumambulate the wood-fired brick stove. Freshly harvested rice boiled in jaggery, garnished with cashew and ghee, brimmed over as prasad. Respected and pampered, the cows received the first offering. Grandma and little uncle had 4 chicken coops for raising broiler chicken. When floods came, the chickens drowned, but the cattle were led to higher plains. Servants and vendors only dared use the side gate. The long queue was for buying thick buttermilk. Drumstick trees, mangoes, giant limes, guavas, sapota were grown at the back of the compound. Night jasmine, ixora, waxflower, oleander were planted for the gods. We did not have to purchase flowers. A few furlongs away, Grandma had a farm where the well was always full. Beans and gourds intertwined, and every 2 or 3 days we plucked greens and vegetables. I tagged along with her to the family farm. Inside the house's inner courtyard, Uncle sat with hand-woven towels wrapped around their waist, while their wives rubbed gingery oil on their bodies. I vowed never to get married if this was one of the wives' duties. Little realizing they enjoyed it. Now the big house is demolished, the family farm leveled, concrete flats tower, and the well is full no more. This poem got the November Interboard Poetry Contest, got the second prize in the Interboard Poetry Contest, And I took 2 months to write it. Kodaikanal. The observatory draws tourists who come to see dark spots in the sun. Here they talk climate. Space is a snapshot, a museum of telescopes and explanatory pictures. Each dark spot is bigger in size than the Earth. Favorable changes might happen, more rains, unusual, unseasonal blooming of the current flowers. At the house, the flowers are the same pastel shades of intermingled bright hues. Same as when my half saree twined around the oars of a boat. Turnips, carrots, bush beans and herbs still thrive in the backyard. Every summer we pretend 3 or 4 days in a hill station can reduce the heat of our working days. Now I search the meaning of Manorama, Krishna as fulfiller of eternal bliss in these hills. That poem also got a second in the Interboard. That's wonderful. Green Goddess. On those long drives in our old heaven, you looked out of the glass window, counting coconut trees. On Sundays, we went to the marina and flew aeroplane flights. I waited to see the stars. On a train going to your native land for the 7th month carrying ceremony, I disembarked halfway, afraid of facing your relatives. How many years have you been married? No creature, not even a worm growing in your tummy? Do not postpone too long, the younger the brisker. For years, Tulasi, dainty maiden shrub, green goddess, for years I drank your syrup to cure my cough, unaware your potion was culprit. Prasad, offered by the priest as an ancient holy leaf to chew. That agent the old still used to celebrate and snatch from the reach of all newborn girls. Not a natural disaster. Lounging in a racing lancer, I see distant trees darkened with night. A bracelet of cereal bulbs coming closer. The outline of a long hooked nose. Suddenly, lights magnified on a mountain, placing a V in the running hand. And I respond, how breathtakingly beautiful. My husband retorts, no, how sad. No helicopter there to douse those flames. You are witnessing a forest fire, how towering tree trunks collapse into carcasses of charcoal. Some rapacious trader said the first spark, rascal, the driver interjects. 300 years in a flash, like undone inner skirts. That's all. Thank you.